Hey, gang. Welcome back to Nonna's Basement, episode 10.
So what have you been up to?
What am I up
Luca,
to?
how about this? Let's just follow the format we do every week. Luca, tell us a stranger that pissed you off this week.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler.
Who are you sitting next to on a bus?
As a matter of fact, one of our loyal listeners, my mother,
Yeah.
she said, you know what I like about Tyler? He keeps you guys on track.
I'm the substitute teacher of this podcast.
And I respect the shit. He goes, Tom is funny, but he's going over here. He's going over there.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
But
I
Tyler
appreciate
brings
the
him back
recognition.
on track.
I appreciate the recognition. Someone has got to keep this podcast straight.
Yeah, and that's, once again, this is why I assembled the crew.
This crew.
Of men that could wear glasses. The problem with these glasses is that you wear them, they don't make any sense. They're only for drip. Because if you wear them, they're meant to be worn at the bottom of your nose. So in application, they don't block out any sun.
Yeah, no one's wearing these in the sun.
Yeah, you got them high and tight up on your face, dude.
Yeah, that's my personality. Have we met?
Yeah, let him.
But see, you're trying to be cool. I look like an old man. I look like I'm big. Like, hey, what is 20% on this bill?
You do look kind of like I like that though.
25%?
I think it's stylish. Anyway,
this is
someone who
good,
pissed me off this week. Okay.
Okay.
I got a story for you, gang.
Let's hear
First off, Tom and I, we did this gig last week at a bar called Mustangs. Shout out Mustang. Have you done it?
Gig. Oh yeah, that's like an infamous
Yeah.
one nighter.
There was about 10 people there.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was fine. And there was a guy in a wheelchair. And
I heard about this.
I thought it'd be really funny if I get up there and I go, hey, what's going on, guys? Well, we got, Duck Dynasty over here. What's going on, Wheels?
He's a regular. He's there every week.
Yeah, I called him Wheels, the guy in the wheelchair, and he was upset about it.
Yeah, but here's my thing. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I thought in the moment, I was like,
funny.
hey, this guy.
But hear me out.
You heard me laughing.
But hear me
Yeah,
out.
Tom was laughing in the back.
It's not even a joke. You're just going, this guy's in a wheelchair.
I'm just getting to know everybody.
At least-
hey, these guys look like hillbillies. This guy's got wheels. Hey, we're doing comedy. Like, that's what I do.
But Duck Dynasty has at least like, those guys. It's still not appropriate, but if you had been like, oh, this guy's half a transformer, you're at least trying to make a joke. All you did was
half
go,
a transformer's
hey,
pretty funny.
Wheels. Like, it's not...
Yeah, Tyler, I regret making fun
It's
of the
not
paraplegic.
highbrow. It's not highbrow for sure.
Luke,
I'm
It's not
doing,
highbrow.
I'm doing comedy in a log cabin called Mustangs. Is that what they want, Tyler?
Yeah.
Highbrow?
I know.
Anyway.
But what you're saying is it didn't work, and you're trying to wonder why.
No, didn't work. I knew exactly why. I made fun of his disability.
Did he wheel out?
Well, so most
Roll out?
I was gonna say most comedians, when people don't like the joke, they have a walkout. This guy rolled out.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle of a joke, and I just started laughing because it was funny. Because
Yeah,
there's
you
5
saw
people there,
him.
so
No.
he just slowly just starts
Right.
rolling,
Making a
and I'm
point.
like, and I stopped my joke in the middle of it. I go, guys, you listen. A lot of comedians they get a walkout. That was my first rollout. He was like a transformer. Autobots roll out.
You can use that next time.
Yeah,
Autobots roll
I don't
out?
know. That's tough.
But he's a regular. I've seen that guy a number of times.
Really?
Don't call him Wheels.
You know what? This would be crazy to learn about me. That thought never even crossed my mind.
Really? That's why you keep us on track. Tyler.
Yes.
That's what I'm here to do, baby.
But
All right.
what's it called?
Otherwise, how's the
I
show?
invited a girl. Hopefully she doesn't see
To
this.
Mustangs?
So I invited her off a Hinge because everybody's going. That's a great show. You're gonna have a blast. It's a great
but
turnout.
Not an invite.
So I-
someone.
and this girl-
also, where does she live? You're
She
inviting
lived
her to-
out in Rockford where the show
Oh,
was, which by the way
that's a
for all the people listening, that's about an hour and a half away. So I meet her out in Rockford. And Tom, what was your assessment of the woman?
She was cute.
Cute girl.
She lives in Rockford?
Yeah.
Cute girl lives in
Shocked.
Rockford.
Every time I've been to Rockford, I look around and I go, for the number of people in this room, far too many chromosomes. Everyone looks ridiculous.
Well, you know what? So we had a good time.
Well, they're all on drugs. That's
yes,
why.
yeah, you're right.
Despite the show kind of being terrible and me making fun of a guy in a wheelchair, she liked it. She thought it was funny. Thought my humor was very highbrow.
Wow.
And she kind of insulted me though, because I'm like, I'm writing this stuff. I'm working on these jokes. She goes, you don't write them. You just like write the name of it and then you just like say the thing. I was like,
What?
yeah, that's what she thought stand-up comedy is. It's
Yeah,
like
she
she's like,
didn't-
I write down, my dad, and then I just talk.
Riff.
Yeah.
But she thinks that's actually what it is.
Yeah,
Or she's saying that's what
precisely.
you should be doing.
No.
She
She thinks that's
what
what
it
it is. And
To be fair, she didn't strike me as the smartest one.
Yeah, she's
No.
dating
No.
Luca.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not-
and from
keep-
Rockford.
Yeah,
and
right.
She meets a guy at a comedy show on the first date. That's a terrible idea.
Right.
And so, fast forward, a couple days later, she.
I thought you were about to say fast forward. We're in the back of my RAV4.
No. Well, so this is what happens. This girl, I'm doing a show. It's 11 o'clock. She texts me. She goes, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And she's an hour and a half away. I said, "Okay." If you want to come over by my house,
Well, you want to
spend
meet
the night.
You want to meet in the middle at the Travel Plaza? It's 45 minutes for
you
both
want to meet
of
at
us.
the Oasis?
Yeah, it's
by the
45 minutes
Panda
for the
Express?
both of us. Yeah, we could get some Panda Express.
We could hook up by the Auntie Anne's. No, I said if you want to meet
Come
at my
over.
place, I said I know it's kind of far, but I'm headed home right now. It's
Yeah.
kind of late. You could spend the night. Spend the night is the key word. She goes, yeah, absolutely.
Great. So she
drives
jumps
an
on the
hour and a
train.
half to my house.
Wow.
Drives an hour and a half. She gets there, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what? Logically, what do you think? I'm implying there. Like I think she's gonna come over and we're gonna hook up.
Right.
Yeah.
She comes over. She's like, all right, so what are we going to talk about? She goes, and I
you
go,
who are you voting for?
and we start talking and like whatever. I'm like, oh, I'll put on a movie.
Sure.
Like, you know, how
You're
you doing?
entertaining.
And then I make a move. Like I put my arm around her and she's like, whoa, I'm not that kind of girl. You just drove
Get
an
the
hour and a half
fuck
to my
outta here.
house.
in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the
In
night.
the middle of the night.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to be like a guy, like, you know, what, you're not going to fuck me? But, like,
But that's exactly
you
what
drove
it
an
is.
hour and a half. And, like, what is the implication? Like, you're gonna come to my
No,
house
no.
at 1 a.m. and we're
Yeah.
just going to chat?
What's even weirder is her being like, "No, I just wanted to play chess or whatever." Yeah.
No, well, and then I'm like, what? She clearly establishes she's like, you know, hey, I'm not that kind of girl, and I respect it. I go, okay,
sure.
that's fine. She's spending the night though, so I'm like,
So you're like, let me pull out a cot. And,
yeah. I go. So what's your favorite movie? And she goes, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I go, and I was,
and then
I
she put you right to sleep.
I was, yeah. Thank you.
Luca was out in 2 minutes. He goes, "Wow."
Guardians of the Galaxy
Well,
2.
it's the first time Luca in his life is going, "Well, it's getting pretty late."
I was in my bed like this. Just like, what? And then she said that to me. I was like, so what's your favorite movie? Guardians of the Galaxy 2. What? I came out.
It woke you up.
It woke me up.
You're
I was-
also digging pretty deep at the point that you're asking, "Hey, what's your favorite movie?"
Oh my God.
That was
I mean,
the
it was
first
like
question you asked her?
No, we were talking a little bit, and then and what's it called? And I came out from that coma. I go, that is your favorite movie of all time. I said out of all the movies
And you've seen more than one movie. I want to clarify. You've seen multiple movies.
I said out of all the movies you have ever seen, your favorite movie is Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Not even the first
And she
one.
goes, yeah, it is. And I just was like, you know what?
You got to get going.
Let's go to bed. Like, you know, let's go to sleep. And she's like, well, what's your favorite movie? The Godfather? And I was like, yeah, it is. And she goes, don't get mad at me, but I've never seen it. And I was like, shocker.
So then you stay up all night watching all the Godfather movies.
No. She goes, I've never seen it. She goes, is it good? I go, you probably wouldn't like it. It doesn't have a talking raccoon in it.
You said that to her?
I said that
And then she was like, now I want to fuck you. Yeah,
No,
now I'm
we
interested.
did not have sex. There was no fornication.
Did you call her babe?
I was calling her babe like crazy. Hey, babe, what's your favorite?
I love that you're like, I pulled out all the stops. I was calling her babe like it was my job. I mean,
I have to block her on Instagram now because we're gonna post this clip and she's gonna fucking kill
have
me.
her comment. Call in.
Yeah, actually.
I want her as a guest on the
Yeah, we
pod.
should be.
No,
she should be on it.
and listen, for the record,
We were in those glasses.
We record late at night. She'll drive out here for it. Come on, just to talk. She loves talking. Bring her in.
for the record, super nice girl, had a great time. Would love to see you again.
So wait, I have a follow up. Did she sleep in bed with you?
Yeah, we were better than freaking thing.
What did she wear to bed?
She wore a hoodie and pants, fucking shorts on.
Pants.
Pants? What
Yeah,
kind
the
of
little
pants? Jeans?
Nike shorts and a hoodie.
Oh, okay.
We slept on opposite sides. There was no cuddling.
Wild.
That's insane.
It's like a platonic sleepover, which again,
Yeah.
like fine, but like it's a weird thing to happen in the middle of the night. Is she like nocturnal? Who's up that late?
I
you
don't know. And she drove an hour and a half, which flabbergasted me. It's like I would almost like, yeah, I hope I'm getting fucked.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. And she hit you up in the middle of the night and was like, let's hang out. I want to drive an hour and a half to
listen,
hang out with you.
I tried to time this very well. Okay,
Right.
so like she said, because we were talking throughout the day, you know, and I'm like, she's like, when we hang out, we could like smoke. She likes to smoke weed, and I'm like, okay, I'll get some marijuana. So I went to the dispensary. I got one of those edible gummy bears, and I she was on her way home. I got home. I took it.
Right.
And I was like, this is gonna kick in right at the perfect time. Right when
Yeah.
we start really, kind of getting crazy.
I'm gonna call her babe a couple
So
times.
now I'm sitting there. So what's your favorite part of Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Wonked out of my. I
Glued
should
to
have had
your
these
bed.
glasses. These would have been
Yeah.
perfect.
Fuck. She might have fucked you, dude.
Good for you.
No, she might not have.
Good for you.
glad
She
for
was
her.
not that kind of girl, and I respect that. But it just took me a little off
But
guard.
like, it's still like a romantic entanglement, right? She's like, I'm trying to like.
if you say you're
date
gonna spend the night,
but no. But what my question is she being like, we're friends, or is she like, no, I'm still trying to date you?
we definitely left as friends. We went.
Okay.
We met as lovers, and we left as friends for sure.
Dude,
I was
Was,
laughing.
was
you know
that
what's
her
funny?
intention?
do you know what was so
wasn't my
funny?
intention. I wanted to have sex.
Hers though. You think?
I don't know. I know because we're going. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna see you, baby. Ba ba ba.
You love babe.
I know.
goes straight
I
for-
realize I'm coming on too strong with the babe, guys.
Yeah, the babe is that's too much.
Yeah.
No, but do you know what's funny? When we were leaving this Mustangs gig, Luca's going, "Yeah, dude, she's definitely gonna fuck me."
Yeah, I was like, this girl likes me, and
she was giving me all the looks.
She was reciprocating of a lot of what I
Yeah.
was throwing at her. She was like, yeah, I would call her babe. She'd call me babe back.
Right.
We're
babes.
dating. Me and this girl are
Couple of
dating
babes.
after 2 days.
Right. Well, yeah. You spend the night. You know, when you
Guardians
meet,
of the
when you meet
Galaxy.
their parents.
Man, dude. Well, yeah, wasn't it
happen?
crazy when Thanos got all the gems?
My only question is, what's going to happen at Christmas? You guys going to her families? Or you going to go to your families?
Bro,
What are you guys
we
gonna-
haven't
how you
talked
gonna- How
since.
you going to handle that?
We haven't
Has
talked
this happened
since.
to you before?
Yeah, but not in the scenario that it's like 1 a.m. and she, like I've been like on a date and like or like a girl's come over and we just hang out.
Yeah.
Like that's and maybe we just like kiss
This
a little
woman-
bit. That's respectable. But
This
like
woman commuted.
it
she
was
traveled.
literally an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I've bailed on shows for that, dude.
100%.
In a snowstorm, it was snowing. That's nuts.
Right, which to me, again, to your point, like it's crazy to me to want to go that far just to hang out with you. Like
Thanks.
you got to be, but honestly, in the middle of the night, you got to be like, I'm here to get fucked. You know,
That is what I'm saying.
there's a carrot at the end of the stick, right?
Like
the
how-
carrot at the end of the stick was talking to you about Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah, like literally, it's 1 a.m. and like how long did she expect us to just?
Right, till the sun comes up. Well, good for you. It seems like you made a friend, and we all learned something.
Yeah.
And you respected boundaries, which is important. I'm very proud of you, and everything worked out.
Yeah, man, and yeah, it's wild. And, I'm still sober.
Good
really?
for you.
I was gonna ask
I'm
you.
still sober. I took the edible.
Took
That's
the
about it.
Good for you.
But that was
How do
like
you
my
feel?
my little treat. I feel good. It's starting to kick in where I'm like, oh, I kind of like it now.
Yeah?
I'm letting it ride for a little bit.
You're a
I
month
think
in.
I'm going to be thrusted into a scenario where I will eventually have to drink again. But
Have to, right? Someone put a gun to your head and go,
yeah,
"Have this
like
fucking drink."
the situation will call for it. But
Yeah.
I'm not drinking until that situation arises.
There you go.
Does that make sense?
I like that. Yeah.
And
I think you'll notice you punch fewer strangers in the head this way.
yeah. No, I feel like I'm a little bit more upbeat. Tom says I'm being nice.
Yeah, you
I
are
bail.
Mr. Nice Guy.
haven't
I
seen
leave
it.
the hang pretty
Really?
quickly though. After we do
Really?
a mic, I
yeah,
kind of
yeah, he dips right
I
away.
skedaddle. I'm like, I'm gonna go home. I go home and I watch The Boys, and I eat Taco Bell.
Good for you.
Are you eating a lot of Taco Bell? That's
No,
not- that's not
I
good for
did.
you.
But the other day I treated myself. I actually called you after,
treat.
and you didn't answer.
I didn't answer.
Yeah, it was like last weekend, and I was like, maybe I'll just. It was after the show I did with DJ at the brewery, and I was like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
go home and watch The Boys. You ever see The Boys?
No.
It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy too.
It's like a superhero thing. I don't do superheroes.
Did you say that?
I like, for the record, I like Guardians of the Galaxy too.
But favorite
Great
movie?
Yeah, but I mean,
favorite?
but I'm not looking at it as high art.
Wait,
Right.
didn't that movie just come out like a few years ago or something? Guardians of the Galaxy? Didn't that come out?
Yeah, it's all the same bullshit. It's a raccoon
So this
and
girl
a guy in the
this
space.
girl went 20-something years of her life before she found her favorite movie.
No, I think
Maybe it changed.
Here's what it is, Tom.
No, it used to be Winnie the Pooh.
Here's what it is, Tom. It's really the I actually forgot a detail. I said that's your favorite movie of all time, and she goes, I also like Transformers, and I was like, well, I do think Transformers are sick, but yeah, it's just kind of crazy. But I think it's just the last movie she has seen automatically becomes her favorite
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It's that, like she has no
Yeah.
like you ever meet people that's a big red flag for me. Like if I'm thinking about seriously like dating a girl or being friends with somebody, if they just have no, I mean you don't watch a lot of movies, but you could appreciate a good
I don't
movie.
watch any
You know what I
movies.
mean?
Yeah, I like it.
Like you would understand. Okay, this is a movie for kids.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that's like
Well, and there are movies like that I feel like are just for entertainment. That's like you're in the Wisconsin Dells with your whole family and you got to kill an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know?
And
it's perfectly entertaining, but it's not like I got to rewatch that. It's
But
the greatest
especially
movie
for
ever
a
made.
girl, like what else? If we're dating, we're gonna be watching some shit.
Right.
We're gonna be sitting there
Right.
consuming.
You need someone with good taste. You want
Yeah.
someone who also wants to watch The Boys and eat Taco Bell.
Yeah, and listen, The Boys is all right. You watch The Boys, Tyler? No. All right.
All right.
Well, we really kind of ran out of steam there.
Tyler turned the clocker on us, so we don't know how long we've been doing.
Good. It's part of the test.
But you guys agree that the sex should have been implied there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong for assuming that was probably what we were going to be doing.
Correct.
For taking that edible
Correct.
and going,
And
okay,
I
we're gonna
also
have
think that it's just perplexing of what, like I get like totally with understandable that was her plan, that's what she wanted, but that confuses me more. You'd be like, I just want to go hang out with this guy in the middle of the night and kind of talk about movies and a guy I hardly know and then sleep across his bed. To me, I'm like, that's just uncomfortable. Like, what? Sleep in your own bed. You can stay home. Call him on the phone. What are you talking about?
Tell me this, Luca. How would it have drunk Luca reacted to this rather than sober Luca? Because you took
He'd
it
put
well.
on a Frank Sinatra record.
Or would you, if you were
start
drunk,
crying.
would you have told her to go home?
No, if I was drunk, I mean, well, one, it depends on how drunk. But I mean, if I was drunk, I probably would have been like, all right, and then just like passed out. That's probably would have been,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
That's a good question.
but to be honest, I think drunk Luca would have been even more forthright in being like, we're gonna have sex, like in the in the preparation of because I was like there was no like, hey, come over, we're gonna have sex. It was like, yeah, come over, I really want to see you, like it'd be cool, we can watch a movie and like,
which is all you say in sex. Yeah.
all right, well, I just feel like it was implied. 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you figure out what type of music she likes?
I'm sure it was garbage. I did find out she was somewhat TikTok famous.
Really?
Yeah, she had a viral TikTok that like, and this is the TikTok. I'll explain it to you. We could probably
thanks.
put it in. Tyler could probably insert it, but it's
please
it's and she's a pretty girl, right?
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Pretty girl. And she's the caption of the TikTok, right? It has like the captions. It says, quotation marks, I have a boyfriend, or no, I'm sorry, quotation marks, I have a girlfriend. So like that's implying that's what the man is saying.
Yeah.
And then she's in her car going, so what? So what? So what's implying that she doesn't care that this person is a committed relationship, that she will fuck them regardless. And people duo it on TikTok, so it has like 1 million, like 5 million duos of like, and it's just all other like TikTok influencers, like, so it's her going, so what? And then it cuts to like another person like loading a gun, like they're gonna kill it.
Yeah. TikTok is so fun.
Yeah, that makes
Isn't that
sense.
great?
That she likes Guardian of the Galaxy
Yeah,
too.
right, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
She's like, now that's art.
But she was like explaining TikTok to me, and she was showing me like Matt Rife. She's like, this guy's amazing.
It's huge.
And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, that's crazy. I mean, like, I understand it. Like, the guy's just doing all crowd work, and like, and because she's kind of like just a, person consuming TikTok in TikTok world, right? So she's just like, that's so crazy how he just talks to the people and then comes up with that on the fly.
Right.
Wow. Because that's all TikTok is, right?
Yeah.
TikTok is just like people doing crazy things in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite thing, I feel like this is a trend on TikTok, and I see it on Instagram Reels now too, where it's like, it's just build up, and never pay off. They're just trying to keep you watching.
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah,
that?
I've seen that, yeah,
where
yeah.
they're like, oh man, it'll be someone doing like a recipe, right? And they're like, all right, then you put all this in, then all right, we're about to put it in the oven, and then they're like, okay, one more thing, you got to put in a half a scoop of this, and then all right, and next thing you know, you're watching it for like a minute and a half, and they're like, and it cuts out. You're like, what the?
Yeah, that does cock tease you.
But like that's the whole point of. That's their whole thing is I want to wake up today. I'm going to make videos that are not satisfying just to keep people watching.
Well,
it drives me nuts.
I want to kill someone after I watch this
truly.
video. I'm like,
I want to find the person in that video.
Yeah.
Because then you go right to the comments and it's all people going, "What the hell? How'd you got me again?" You know.
No,
this girl said, she's like, because she had a couple other videos go kind of viral. She's like, people either want to laugh, but they especially want to be angry.
Yeah.
People want to be angry on these things. That's how that
Yeah.
draws attention.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's why Andrew Tate was so popular.
Andrew Tate. My cousin loves Andrew Tate.
Well, some people fucking hate him.
No, I know. He's very polarizing.
Yeah.
I don't really know what his deal is. He's got
Andrew
arrested,
Tate's
didn't
kind
he?
of like Trump. He'll say like 3 things that you're like, all right, I
We
kind
don't
of
talk
get
about
it.
the arrest.
Well,
He like just got arrested, right?
he just got arrested for like
did,
sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
But like he'll say 3 things, and you're like, he'll be like, like I think monogamy is good, and I think that like there's things that a man is good at, and there's things that a woman is good at, and you're like, okay, and then he'll be like, there can be no women pilots, and you're like, all right, like come on,
the moon
buddy.
is made of cheese.
Yeah, no, it's all misogynistic.
But to me, people like that, I don't really know Andrew Tate, but it's like I feel the same way with like Alex Jones. Like they know how to press the buttons. It's almost like they're playing a character. They're like, this is what's going to get clicks, views, engagement. Like they know how to press the buttons,
and they know how to appeal to a certain demographic of people that are desperately clinging onto something. They want like this Andrew Tate guy. He has so many respected followers because he's like
He has a school.
Yeah,
He has like a school that people like pay for their program.
Because the guy drives a Lamborghini and he's not afraid to be fucking him. And people go,
and him is trafficking young girls.
No, his perception that he's trying to portray is alpha male. I'm an alpha male that gets all these bitches and I have a lot of money.
And of course,
and
that's
every
attractive.
stupid guy wants to be that.
100%.
I want to get a Bugatti.
Yeah.
If I get big muscles and he wears these sunglasses.
Yeah.
I got. Well, he has this weird accent where like some things he says are British and some things he says are they sound American.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also be like, if you're drinking, I'm driving every single day. I wake up and I drive a Bugatti. That's my Andrew Tate impression with these glasses. Every single day I wake up and I drink water and I drive a Bugatti.
And all these guys who are like
cool.
The Bugatti's
who
cool.
are like a shift manager at Kohl's
my
are
cousin-
going like, drink water every morning. Okay. Yeah.
My cousin, who's currently occupying our podcast studio right now.
Yeah, living in it.
The reason why we're in this is not our official studio. Sorry,
It's
viewers.
known as Attic. Yeah.
This is known as Attic. This is known as Weezer poster. No, he's he's living over there, and he's been trying to get some chicks, and he loves Andrew Tate. He likes working out. He wants to be I could see it. He wants to be like an alpha male, and I respect that. I just don't think Andrew Tate should be his idol.
Right.
No,
he should be idolizing you. If anything.
He should be idolizing Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Well, people don't like when you try too hard. I feel like.
Yeah.
No,
And I feel like Andrew Tate makes it look easy because he
Yes.
doesn't try hard, but then guys just like they try hard. And
He
they
makes it
lame.
look easy, but he's telling everybody else to try hard.
Yeah.
And anyone who's like their end goal is like, I'm gonna get chicks. It's like you're automatically trying too hard.
Dude,
you have too much skin in the game. Right.
I'm sorry, Austin, my cousin, if he's listening. He's probably not, but he recently had this girl come over. I'm proud of him. He's been having a couple girls come over to Nonna's basement, just like I used to do back in the day. and he had this girl come over though, and he saw me the next day, and he's like, dude, this girl, she really freaked me out, and I was like, why? And she goes, well, I asked her how many men she's been with previously, like how many men does she hook up with, and she said 90 men she's been with, which is a high number. No judgment, go get your thing, girl.
Except for all the judgment.
But then she was like, I like to be. Then she told him, she's like, you could like. She's like, I have this fantasy that I want to be fucked with a gun to my head.
Holy shit!
and then he was like,
But honestly, after you've fucked that many people, you're like, I got to feel something.
Yeah, up the ante.
You gotta up the ante in a
and
big
then
way.
he's like, you wanted me to put like a gun to your head, like a loaded gun? And she goes, honestly, I mean, like, I know it sounds crazy, but I would like to be actually fucked with the gun.
Of course, yeah.
So did he do it?
He doesn't have a gun, thank God.
Don't you have that
I was
airsoft
gonna
gun?
say.
My poor Nonna. Boom!
Dude, he should have grabbed that thing off the wall that kind of looks like a gun and just started using that. It's the same thing.
big gun. Yeah, he should have. A cap gun.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, it's like a
got
coat
gun-
hanger or something.
A gun with the orange tip on it. He's got the little sheriff's hat and the little gun with the orange tip.
He's got the big Nerf Maverick, whatever that gun is. Nerf Maverick. Just upper hoo-ha.
That'd probably feel pretty good, right?
But it's funny for him that he goes, she scared me a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's trying. Again, he likes Andrew Tate. He wants to be this, like,
if you
alpha
wanna be an
dog.
alpha-
And he's like, yeah, I'm a man's man. And this girl's like, put a gun to my head. And he's like, you know what?
You're more of a
I'm
man than me,
okay.
turns out. Yeah. She's a man's man. She called him on it, dude.
Dude.
That's funny. Yeah, you want to be like, I'm a man's man. She asks you to do that. You go, okay, I'll get an AK-47 tomorrow. Okay, that's what a man would do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you guys
for
been?
her.
Have you guys been inside of a mall recently?
No.
What?
Tell us where you're going, dude.
Dude, ever
It's
since
been a little
the
bit.
Comedy
I was
Shrine
thinking
closed.
about this today. That because malls, it used to be like the spot, the social hub.
yeah.
Malls have fallen off, so now it's like a certain type of person that's
Dude,
at the mall.
It's Indian people.
It's
goes to
It's
mall.
not- no,
it's a
those
certain
guys,
kind of.
no,
It's literally Indian people
those
and
guys
Mexicans.
those guys are at work. I'm talking about the people who are there shopping. you
dude.
know?
It
No,
is.
have you bet? It's literally
insane.
because you know what they do at the mall. They have like now that like a lot of these malls, they realize that no one's coming to shop there.
Right.
So it needs to be an experience.
It's like a restaurant
So they have
and
like they'll have
entertainment.
like in the middle of the mall they'll have like a play thing.
Yeah.
So like and listen, I don't want to sound. It's a lot of Hispanic and Indian people come with their kids and they go on the rhinoceros and jump around and shit.
Yeah.
And then they go to Lids.
Lids
Let's
is really
get a
doing well
thumbs
for
up cola
themselves.
hat that Lids.
Liz was the shit. Dude,
Thumbs
I remember
up
I used to
cola.
get dropped off at the mall at like noon, and I'd be like, "Mom, pick me up when they close." And then I would just be there all day, just hanging out, walking around,
Stealing.
That was
probably.
I,
yeah.
But I when I
causing trouble.
the
Yeah.
few times I've been at the mall, I have still seen that though. So I'll see
Kids,
like families,
bangs a
yeah,
like-
like families hanging out and doing family stuff, and then I'll also see like, 13-year-old
Yeah.
kids that like. And by the way, have you seen a 13-year-old lately? Sickening.
just
Sickening looking. So these 13-year-olds walking around.
They look like gremlins.
They're sagging, and they have their first boyfriend,
Yeah.
or like their first girlfriend. So they're going up the escalator, just holding hands, all weird, and they're both wearing pajamas for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
And you're like, where the fuck is your mother?
I did that. The Drop in South Bend. It's in a hotel.
Yeah.
The club's like in the basement
Oh,
of
I
the
know
hotel. At the hotel, it's just packs of wild teens running around. Hundreds of
Oh,
them.
I know,
Because
yeah.
it's like a travel basketball team,
yeah.
a travel hockey team, whatever. But they're just loose. So they have like nowhere to put. It literally was like seeing kids at the mall. They were like it's like. You see 8 boys that are like 10 or 11. They're like running around a hotel like, they're in the fitness center just throwing medicine balls at each other, right? So that's for 10 minutes. Then they run upstairs. It's literally like toddlers. Then they run upstairs. They're all sitting on the ground next to an outlet, like putting their fingers in it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But for them, that's the time of
Time of their life.
Going to a
Oh, for sure.
hotel
Time
was
of
sick
life.
when you were
yeah,
a kid.
and it's funny to look back on it and be like, to zoom out and be like, these kids, it's like those are the guys that are going to be in your wedding. And you'd be like, that's my best friend. I love you. You're like,
Exactly. Yeah, that's so
no,
funny.
but back to what I was saying. So I was in the mall. This place is fucking depressing.
Yeah.
And now they've had these for a while, but the little stands in between
Kiosks.
the
Huts.
kiosk, yeah. So this lady walks up to me, and I go, no, I'm not interested.
No English.
Yeah. And so then I walk back, and she goes, now you have a minute. And she starts telling me about climate change. And when someone comes up to you and starts like telling you something, do you ever just take the opposite opinion and just throw it in their face?
You're like I was on board with climate change until you started talking to me.
No,
about
I was
it.
like, she's like, climate change, it's affecting. And I go, I litter all the time. I don't care. That's like my.
But you're
default.
just trying to piss her
That's
off.
funny.
Yeah, I always just go to
You're
deep,
trying
like
to
even
razz
with
her.
like with the military recruiters, dude. They would come up to our tables, dude, at lunch, and I'd be like, I'm joining ISIS. I don't want
That's
anything
so
to do
They must hear that all
with
the time, though.
dude. It's insane. Don't think whose business idea is that? Like this will work.
The
What do you mean?
recruiter?
Like all those like they come up to like just bother people in
Well,
the middle of the
they're-
mall.
That's how I feel like it's worse than people on the street that
Yeah,
are like,
yeah.
hey, good to see you, friend. Good afternoon. Do you have a minute to talk to me about rights of koalas?
Well, dude, I was
No.
actually outside the gym the other day, and I'm walking into the gym, and LA Fitness, just like in the suburbs, on a strip mall, and there's a woman with a speaker and a microphone, and she's in front of the gym, and she's like, "Are you ready to accept Jesus Christ
Yeah.
into your heart, sir? Do you know the rapture is coming? Are you ready?" And I'm like, "At LA Fitness?
Yeah.
This is the spot you picked?" I'm
Yeah.
like, I could see like. Because people will do that like in Times Square,
Right.
where like sin is abundant.
And there's just a lot of
but
people.
Yeah, and there's a
millions
lot
of
of people.
people.
Yeah, this is people literally going to walk on the treadmill. She's like, "Hey, do you know that the end is near?" You're like, "I don't." I'm working
My
out for
question
it.
with those people is, are you ready for Jesus to come back?
Totally, dude. I'd love to see him.
Dude, I actually did a job like that. I don't know. Have I ever told you about this?
You spread the
No.
word of the Lord.
No, not that.
But
bother people in a store.
Yeah, sure.
I used to try to sell what the fuck was
Were you a wire guy? Were you selling
it?
wires?
We were selling Direct TV
Yeah.
Wire guy.
inside of a.
Just say wire guy.
Is that a wire guy?
I don't know. You were like a cable guy. Selling cable in the Costco.
No. It was like a separate company that got hired to like market Direct TV, and I got a job
Inside of what kind of stores?
But
though?
you would go like you
Sam's
needed
Club.
them like a Sam's Club, a Walmart. I was in a Menards.
You sold cable at a Costco.
in Menards.
In Menards,
and you're not like at a table by the front. You have to walk around and find people.
No, we're at a fucking booth
Okay, you have a booth.
by the windows.
Right.
So we're
You
sitting
look in
there.
the windows. You go. You know what goes great with windows? Cable.
Well, no, exactly. Like if someone was like, if you're at like a Walmart doing this, right? There's TVs behind you. You set up.
Right.
So you're buying a new TV. You're like, oh, do you want?
You should get cable.
You should
Yeah.
get cable. I'm in front of
You
windows.
guys got windows?
No, and this is how the guy that I was training with
Yeah.
told me to get people back to the table. He goes, just walk around and ask people if they need help finding anything.
Oh no.
And then when they
show you something.
yeah, then he
show you
goes
something.
right this way, and you bring them to your booth and just go right into your pitch.
I like that.
Dude, it was
No.
fucking crazy.
You probably were not.
That's-
good at it.
People were like,
If
what
I
the
ever was
fuck?
at a job and they were training me like that, I would go, I'd rather be homeless than work here.
Oh,
I
dude.
can't do this.
Dude.
I cannot do this.
I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get lunch.
Never came back.
Never came
Good
back.
for you. You're still
Never
getting that
came
lunch.
back.
dude.
But see, that's that, and the same with the people like these on the street, the preachers, like the climate change lady at the mall. I want to stop them for a second and go, how often does this work?
Yeah.
How often,
what's
honestly,
your hit rate?
How often, honestly, does someone who's walking by in the mall go, climate change?
Well,
oh
listen-
my god!
I mean,
I
dude,
hadn't heard a word about this.
Dude, one of those 8th grade kids with their boyfriends, they might be like, yeah, I'll listen. I don't know what they could do for
They're
them.
not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same with the lady going, the rapture's coming. How many guys are walking in to do the Stairmaster and they go, "Whew, you know what?
Most
I actually
people are
gotta
crazy.
Go home
I mean,
and hug
you know,
my-"
like it's the.
I would tell them a summer, 1 or 2 summers ago, I was out in Wicker Park and it's like a beautiful day. It must have been a couple years ago. I think it was during the pandemic. So like the park is packed. It's a beautiful summer day. Every inch of the park is like blankets, picnics, people drinking, people like hanging out,
Yeah.
whatever, like getting together. On either sides of the park, it's a relatively small, like triangle, flank these trucks with speakers in the back, and it's those guys
Jesus.
going, "Jesus
Yeah,
is
dude.
coming, Jesus loves you," and it brought warmth to my heart to see the rising up of people, races and genders and backgrounds coming together to go, "Fuck you, shut the fuck
well,
up."
you know, like
shoot
they
these
should
guys
sing
up.
a song.
Yeah.
Sing a song. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
is
entertain us,
born.
at least.
Yeah, like a
Yes,
little like.
But the thing is, they want people. Their whole thing is they want people to get aggravated and come argue with them. That feeds
Why?
the whole thing. They want people to be angry because they wanted you to engage with them.
You should be allowed to
somewhat,
shoot those people.
Well, that was the thing. So the problem is then the police come and everyone's like, but these guys, they know. They're like, we're fully within our rights. We have the decibels right. We
Yeah,
can
well, I
like,
mean, it's-
we're
yeah.
allowed to do all this stuff. But the thing that got me is like they had a younger, who was clearly one of their sons who's maybe like a teenager, that you're just you've been raised this way, you're wrapped up in this whole lifestyle, right? But they're sending him to walk around the park and hand out free snacks and water. Everyone hates these people. They're ruining everyone's day. People have nowhere else to go. They're so excited to finally be out. And
they brought snacks.
And they're going, well, Jesus loves you. We got snacks and water for everybody. And this poor kid has to walk up to every group while they're going, fuck you.
Yeah.
We hate you. Burn in
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
You know?
Jeez.
Like, we fucking hate Jesus.
Right. But again, I want to honestly stop those people and go, how often does this work?
Never. It's the same thing with like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Have they ever came to your door before? Have they ever came here?
No, it's because my door's in the back.
Oh yeah. Dude.
I don't think they're really knocking anymore. Do they still do that?
No, I don't
Dude,
think. I
no.
think they're not active.
No,
You know,
I think
no,
they're
I got
active.
some though.
They're at the mall.
A couple years ago,
They're
I
at the
got
mall
them.
hanging
No,
out.
they on Facebook Messenger. They
Yeah,
find
oh,
you.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing it like virtual Jehovah's now. Literally, it's 2 guys, the whole get up, and they send a video and they go, "Hey Tyler, we're just here. This is me and brother, Jebediah, and we're just here. Want to talk to you about Jesus Christ is going to save
I
your
talk
life."
to those guys. I talk to the Jesus people. Because what if they're right? You know
At
what I mean?
least these ones are.
I go, yeah, all right. Yeah, I know Jesus.
All right,
Dude,
but
you know,
at least these ones have a smile on their face.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
killing
they're
you with
not
kindness.
they're not telling
They're
me the
not the
end is
guys
near.
going, "The end is near." Right?
No,
No,
the
like
Jehovah's-
we were doing a show at the downtown in whatever that place was. It was like that hotel, the Ritz Carlton or something.
At the
You know what I'm
Intercontinental.
talking Yeah, Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I had my speakers and I walked outside. Was it with you or was I with Vic?
I don't know.
Anyway, I was outside in the street waiting for some reason. I was waiting for the valet, and some Asian guy, was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" Had a tie on, suspicious, and
Businessman.
and he was like, "Hey man, what's going on? Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just did a comedy show in the thing. It was terrible, and it was bad." And he's like, "Yeah, let me ask you something. You believe in God?" And I was
hate
like,
these people.
"As a matter of fact, I do, sir." And he was like, because I'm just answering honestly. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, let me ask you this. Do you know He's like, well, how were you raised? Were you raised Catholic? I said, yeah, I think I'm a pretty learned Catholic, whatever that means. And he's like, do you think that, let me ask you something, do you know what the day of rest is? I was like, Sunday? He's like, oh, I got news for you. And he pulled out his phone, and he's like, and he, I'll be honest, had a great pitch. He goes, look at this. He goes, did you know when Constantine took over and he made the Roman calendar with the Christian calendar, the day of rest was originally Monday. It says it right here. And he quoted the line, and I was like, holy guacamole. That's wild. I was like, yeah.
But his whole thing is just trying to get you to take a different day off.
No. So then he goes,
I can't believe you listened to him say this.
Oh,
I'd be like,
I'm
but
going.
see, I'm curious.
I'm going. Wow.
Yeah.
And he shows me that, and he goes. I go, holy cow! I didn't know that.
Holy cow.
I said the
He goes-
Sabbath.
you go, holy cow. No, that's Muslims. That's totally different. The holy cow, that's different.
I go. The Sabbath is genuinely on a Monday, and he goes, yeah. And think about what else.
Yeah.
You didn't know about the Lord.
Yep.
And I'm like, this fucking Asian guy. He's
just giving you a little piece
I said,
of
hey,
candy.
buddy, you can meet me at Lids on Thursday. That's where I'm gonna be.
I like how me and Tyler are going, yeah, who the fuck, when does this ever work? And Luke was
Luke
like,
goes,
I was
"On
like,
me." Yeah.
I was listening.
Here's the thing about me. I appreciate a good pitch. One time,
Yeah,
this-
No,
I'll give you that. And those kind of
I don't
like,
appreciate
and,
that.
And
Oh,
even,
no,
even
you know,
if-
I love it. Elegant.
Fuck
Yeah.
him.
A homeless guy came up to me once. He goes, hey, man, can I get $1? I go, what are you going to use it for? I'm going to make a big pot of stew. Just want to make a big pot of stew for me and my friends.
Heroin.
I'm like, fucking, here's $1, buddy. God bless you. A stew?
Oh, no, dude.
And I know it was heroin. But I appreciated the pitch.
Yeah, you know that stew with baking soda and crack? That's a stew we
it's
make.
a secret family recipe. My grandma used to make
Yeah,
it.
you know, the secret ingredient is Sudafed.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I like that shit.
No, dude.
I'm with you. I like a good
actually-
pitch. And at least some of those guys, I at least want to hear what they have to say because I'm curious. You know,
I
like,
am not
Well,
curious.
dude, I used to work in sales, and like I liked working in sales because it's like it's almost like it's fun. It's fun to like sort of, bullshit people into like I worked in financing sales. I didn't know anything about finance.
Yeah.
But I would convince them because I was talking to like tow truck drivers, and I would love it was more funnier to hear people's terrible pitches. Like the guy in the cubicle next to me
Yeah.
would be like,
Well, did you know the bottom
he'd be
line?
new, and he's reading, like when you're new, you read off the script, and you're like, well, sir, do you have a minute to talk with me? And they'd be like, fuck you, and then they immediately hang up. But if you call them and you're like, hey, man, what you doing over there? And they'd be like, fucking Obama. And you're like, yeah, well, let me tell you about this. And then
Yeah.
you get it going. You're like, oh, that was fun. I liked lying to that guy.
and that's why you do stand up.
That's why I do
I just want a lot of people.
I actually hate
like doing
when
voices and lying.
Yeah.
That's my
Two favorite things. And canceling things.
I'm a big canceler.
No, I hate any interaction that people try to have with me, like in public.
Really?
I can't stand it. If I don't know them and they come up to me and like, hey, like a homeless guy comes up to
I
me.
think I noticed that about you.
And
And even like other comedians that we don't know, you're always like,
Yeah. Well, I have to
Fuck
know
no,
someone to talk to them.
yeah.
I feel like what like why are you talking to me? Like what do you want from me? That's
Yeah.
always what. No,
your,
like
your guard is up.
like homeless guys come up to me and they always have a pitch, like Luca was saying.
Yeah.
And
They're at work.
They're midway through their pitch, and I just give them $1, and I'm just like, okay, I have a
Which
nice day.
means pitch worked.
pitch. Yeah, it worked.
Oh,
Didn't even have to
so
get
you
to
give
the
them,
end.
so you give them
Money to
a
leave
dollar
me
out of
alone.
fear.
Yeah, no, to leave me alone.
Yeah, but you don't want them to talk
Paying
to
them
you.
off.
Yeah, I
Scared
don't
of what
want
they
them.
might do to you.
I am scared of them. Yeah.
The best homeless man I've ever seen. Shout out to this homeless guy.
We'll have him on next
He's
week.
probably listening. No, I was on the orange line, and this guy gets on the train and he's wearing like drawstring sweatpants, and he just like, pulls the string, and his pants just go right to the ground. Puts his dick right in this woman's face. He's like, "Can I get $10?" Immediately $10. Please leave. Like, get away from me. Here's
And then
$10.
did he leave?
Well, at least that's
He left- he
entertainment.
left.
That's entertainment.
Oh, I mean, I was like, yeah, of course. I'd give you $10. Put your dick in my face. Get away from me.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. And because if someone's
Great
like, oh,
pitch.
if someone was going, oh, okay, great pitch, you're right. If someone was going, can I have some change, $1, whatever, you'd be like, oh, $10 is a little steep. To get a dick out of your face, $10 is a deal.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
She's
yeah.
going, I got out of there. She's
Don't
going
under-
home and telling her family, you wouldn't believe the best deal I got today.
Don't
Only
underestimate
$10
the power.
to get a cock out of my face.
Was it a big cock?
I didn't see that well.
Huge?
Probably. It was
Guys like that, they got big dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
The confidence.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. You
Yes.
know, you live outside, you get a big hug. That's it.
yeah. I always.
Give me some of that homeless.
Would
dick.
you would you hang out at the mall a lot when you were younger, Tyler?
No, I was never
Weren't
a
a mall guy?
kid. Never a mall rat.
Not a Hot Topic.
I loved
Yeah,
Hot Topic.
Hot
I'll say
Topic,
that.
yeah.
But
I
I,
like
wasn't
Hot Topic
hanging
too.
out.
Zoomies?
I wasn't hanging out. Yeah,
Journeys?
I swing by Journeys, Zoomies, Hot Topic. What was the other one?
Lids?
That was Spencer's Gifts.
Spencer's.
The big swing.
That's
by.
a classic.
Yeah.
Big
Dude,
swing
I used to
by.
go
Are
to
they
the mall.
still? They're not. No way. They're still in business.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, 100%.
The mall.
I was just
the
there. I
mall
was just at the
dildo
mall.
store. Spencer's Gifts.
Dude, I used to go to the mall with my dad, like during the day, like if he had a day off and it was like the summertime, he'd take me to the mall and we'd go.
Which
like,
mall? What was your mall?
We went to a couple of Chicago Ridge. We went to,
mall.
but
Good mall.
yeah, great mall. But
Good mall.
Good mall.
he had a couple of, so he would
Portland
always
Mall?
take me to Hot Topic because he thought, which now in hindsight, I imagine me and my father and
At
Hot
Hot
Topic
Topic.
is so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
what fuck? You got rings in your face?
Yeah, right.
And, which I think, but my dad used to also do this thing where we'd get a couple gumballs. They had the gumball station. I used to love that. But anytime we'd walk by a Victoria's Secret or a lingerie store, he would push me in.
That's
Oh,
a
that's a good
bit.
move.
He would
That
push
is
me
a
in as
good-
hard as he
and
could.
as a kid, you're terrified.
Yeah,
And as a
Victoria's
kid,
don't know where to
and
look.
as a
Yeah.
kid, he's a big man.
That's
I would fall in. So I'd fall into the Victoria's
That's a
Secret.
great bit.
And I think I always thought it was really funny. And I couldn't tell if he was like making sure that I was straight. He's like, get in there.
Get in there, take a look.
Get in there and look at the.
Look around.
And then he'd go.
That's funny.
He still does this to this day. If we're at the mall, he'll be like, because you know Victoria's Secret in the windows, they have the big. He goes, what do you think they do with those pictures when you're done with it?
Like, can we take some home and hang them in the basement?
He just as a gay. He goes, what do
The
you think they
huge
do with
picture?
that big? Yeah, the big
Yeah.
like door-sized woman.
Right.
You know,
That's funny.
And I still to this day I go, what the fuck do they do with those
they do?
pictures? They throw them out.
Probably throw 'em
They
away.
burn them.
Yeah. There's some kid waiting out by the dumpster.
Yeah, are they in the dumpster? Or they do something specific with them? I'd grab one of them.
Yeah, of course.
What are you
That's
gonna
fun.
do with
But
that?
That's
I
a
think,
good-
but like,
good bit. Push
even
you
if I
into that.
was gay, if he pushed me into Victoria's Secret, I could have been like,
Hey, ladies.
cute.
Yeah.
you know, like,
You go, that doesn't go with that.
yeah, no, that's a great top.
Yeah, that's funny.
What was another great mall store was Suncoast.
Suncoast was cool.
I don't remember
Pac Sun was the other big one.
PacSun. PacSun's still around.
Did you ever
yeah.
have Hot Rags? It
Hot Rags, yeah,
It
yeah.
was similar to Hot Topic, except they sold like drug paraphernalia. pretty much. Yeah, you remember
They
that?
sold,
yeah,
they sold
yeah,
a
like-
bowl as a necklace or
Yes,
something.
yep,
yes,
yep,
yes.
yep.
Puka shells and shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you'd have to go to like the back. They weren't like out in front. It was all
They'd be
like drug
wink,
rugs
wink.
and shit
Yep.
that no one bought.
Yep.
And then you just go to the back to buy that bowl necklace.
Yeah.
Dude, I in hindsight now
Maybe I
I
did hang out
realize
at the mall.
Yeah, you were at the mall a lot.
now that I think about it,
Have you heard of Auntie Anne's?
nothing
It-
better than anything else.
You love the mall.
Auntie Anne's, baby. No, the Hot Topic is funny. It's a funny store because you go in there and it's like okay, most of the store is like you're gonna cut yourself and you're an emo kid, and then like Ninja Turtle T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
You know they
That's
always
'cause
had.
those
They always
kids
had.
love that.
Well, the
stuff.
Hot Topic, they always had like a Wiz Khalifa shirt or like a rapper shirt, and you'd see like me and my friends, we'd just walk in there, we'd go straight to the Wiz Khalifa shirt. We're like, let's get the fuck out of here, like mission complete. Like no
Okay.
one wanted to be seen in there because it was like weird.
No, dude, I that was
You
my-
lived there. You worked
I
there, yeah.
thought that was my destiny. Was I was gonna be a manager of a Hot Topic.
Get the
or
fuck
something
out.
like that.
Wow,
So- 'cause
Tyler.
I idolized those people. I was
Yeah,
going,
those
this
glasses.
is
You know
living.
those glasses really do suit you now.
This is living.
They probably, I got these at Hot Topic.
Would you
No,
ever
they'd be
gauge your?
bad.
Would you ever think about gauging yours?
Absolutely
Tyler?
not. No, I wouldn't even pierce
You
it.
can't be a manager of a
I
Hot Topic without
know.
gauging
Yeah.
your fucking ears.
Look
Look
a
at me
bone
now.
through your
Clearly, it
nose.
didn't work out.
I think there's still
I
time.
grew out of it.
There's still time.
You still do like accounting for them.
Yeah, for Hot
No,
Topic.
you still gotta have. You have to have gauges of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question. What was your go-to mall food?
Panda
court?
Express.
Yep,
Panda.
Panda.
What? You can get
Big
Panda
time.
outside the
I'm-
mall.
I'm
You
Asian,
go
dude.
you go through the food court. You
Panda
swing
anywhere.
You
I'm
swing,
Asian, dude.
You swing by.
Those glasses are Asian.
What you do is you go through the food court. You swing by the like teriyaki chicken place.
get
and
a-
you get
get
a
a
free
sample.
sample.
Yep,
You
100%.
just get a little taste,
That's crazy.
and then you
didn't
go
do
to
that?
Panda and get the Panda Express.
I went right to Panda.
Panda, dude, you guys are fucking insane.
What are you talking?
I was Sbarro because
Sbarro's all right.
you can only get it at the mall.
You can
Yeah,
only
you-
get
and-
pizza at the mall.
Do you
You
know-
get
but
pizza
do you-
everywhere.
Sbarro is specific.
But you know why you can only
That's
get
so white
Sbarro?
trash.
You know why you can only get Sbarro with the mom? Because it sucks.
exactly.
That's
well,
good.
actually, you know what's pretty funny? Adam C., a friend of the podcast,
Been to the pot. Shout out AC.
Actually, a hater
Shout
of the
out AC.
podcast.
actually hates this podcast,
and
but
we need haters though.
talking
we need the haters. But he told me
It's brothers. It's brothers.
he told me that he went to Sbarro and bought a whole pizza.
Even the people at Sapporo were like,
the people at Sparrow went, ¿Qué? you want the whole pizza, man? Hey, this guy on purpose. They had to call corporate. Hey,
imagine the guy who's worked there for 10 years. He's looking at the register. We don't even have a button for that.
But they don't even have a box for it, so they have to probably cut it up in individual
They got
slices.
up a stack of the slices boxes.
They had to call corporate Sparrow in New Mexico City. In Mexico City. Hey, man, they want the whole pizza. Like, we don't. There's other people here, man.
They go, give him the number for the suicide hotline. Give him the number for the suicide hotline.
Dude, buying a whole pizza from Sbarro, that's insane.
That's rock bottom. I don't care who you are.
Fucking
That's
crazy.
it.
That's if
Did
I
he tell
if
you
I,
anything else about it?
No,
what
he
was
just-
the occasion?
I
Whose
just-
birthday was?
dude, if I'm the woman asking people about Jesus at the mall, that's the guy I'm talking to. The guy who buys the whole
No, he's
Sparrow
beyond
pizza.
hope, dude. He's walking out of there with a stack of Sparrow slices. No way.
Holy
Yeah, I never tried. Yeah.
Pizza? You know, Domino's delivers. You know that, right? They'll bring it right here to the food court.
Yeah, dude, you have to walk
For
into
less
the mall.
money. You know?
That's so sickening. I took
Sickening.
Those
That's
pizzas
ignorant.
are fucking huge, dude. So big.
that's so white trash. That's the evolution of white trash. You went to Sparrow just because
You went there for
that's
the
your
whole
mall
pizza.
food. That's white trash in itself.
Yeah.
To get a whole pizza at Sparrow is like the end of the spectrum. White
Oh,
trash.
dude,
Man.
dude, that could be a bit.
That's funny.
That
That's
could be
funny.
No, I
might
like
do
that your dad pushing you into Victoria's
that
Secret.
could be a
That's
bit.
funny.
Yeah. They
Oh.
go ahead.
Dude, I brought up fucking Jehovah's Witnesses like 20 minutes ago, but I just remember you said
Shove it back.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
coming back around. Did you? So you never got a knock on the door from them, right?
Yeah, Jehovah's Witness.
And they always go, "Is there anything that we could do to help?"
Right.
Well,
Well,
most people
they'd
just-
always go, "Is your
Parents.
someone in your family home?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd be like, "Dad or Mom," and they'd be like, "We're
Your dad's
good."
back there
You know,
loading
they knew
a
what
gun.
it was.
Yeah.
So I remember they came and I was like, my dad's just gonna slam the door in their face. But they always go, "Can we help you do anything around the house?" My
Right.
dad's like, "Grab a broom," and then they just were.
They actually
fucking,
did it?
They were fucking like brushing off the fucking driveway.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's Mormons are the same thing. They're like there to help.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
to
think, it
them
might have
it's
been
like
I think I'm getting Mormons.
Mormons
and Jehovah's
Mormons are
Witnesses.
more like that. But their whole thing is like one that's like a way in.
Yeah, yeah.
That you're like, oh, these people did a nice thing for me. Or even if you're still like, fuck you, get out. They're like, well, I served you. I did a good thing. You know, we're like, screw it. Yeah, come.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Pipes
if they're
are
getting
leaking.
into heaven with that, buddy,
Yeah,
Good for you.
sweep off my
at least
driveway.
not tell me the world's ending.
But then we just
Right.
shut the garage door in their face. We're like, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that must happen to them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And those
think?
kids are like
well,
18.
that's how I am with those guys. Like the Asian guy who came up to me, I was like, "Yeah, I'll talk to you."
Yeah.
But once he's like, "You want to come down to the thing?" And
Right.
and
We meet
and-
every
and-
Wednesday.
You want to come to the picnic? I'm like, no. But
Yeah.
I will. I'm not going to treat
Yeah.
you like
Come on,
a
we're all
garbage.
gonna take this pill at noon. Come on.
I've had people
We're
approach
all
me.
wearing tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
I've had people approach me in a Walmart and be like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Hey man, do you
Now-
want to buy cable?
Yeah.
Here's my
I'm like,
question,
dude, I'm
though.
trying to fucking steal over here.
Here's my question, because here's my thing with the like when I was in sales, like if I talked to a guy on the phone and they were real chummy and like I got to know them and yada yada and then I said, hey, you got time to and I'd make my pitch and they told me to fuck off. I almost rather wish they told me to fuck off
Right away.
from the get-go. Do you think
Interesting.
the Jesus people feel that way?
I
They're
don't
like,
know.
fuck, we had to sweep that guy's shit.
I'd imagine they get enough of people slamming a door in their face or being mean to them. It's just nice to have someone be pleasant.
That's fair.
You
As
know?
pleasant as telling them to do labor.
Yeah,
Well, those guys, but again, I think part of their, and that's like those kids, they're the Mormons. They're like 17, 18.
I think they might have been Mormons.
It's like
I'm
a rite
getting
of
them, yeah.
passage. So to them, I think that's part of the learning experience is how to be gracious in the face of stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a part of their whole part of their religion is like let people shit on you, but you know you're right and you're going to heaven and you're going to help them out along the way.
Well, do you know what's crazy? Now that people have the Ring doorbells, I bet no one answers the door.
That's why they're on fucking Facebook
well, you
now.
could talk to him outside of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
they go,
beauty.
Not
hey,
interested.
you guys hear about Jesus?
That's another
We're good.
a lot of
We're
Ring
good.
doorbell bits out there these days.
Oh, everyone's
Ring-
got a, yeah.
Ring
Everyone's
doorbell.
got a doorbell. Yeah, that's like a
Does anyone have like a really good one?
Not that I can think of.
The one I remember that I think is funny is this guy Cody Wilkins. He's from Chicago, but he lives in New York. He had a
Shout out
joke.
Cody.
Shout out Cody.
Shout out Cody.
It was just a simple thing of like talking about he's like, yeah, my girlfriend made me she's getting serious. She made me put a ring on it. We didn't get engaged. She maybe put in a video doorbell to make sure I wasn't having other girls over.
Oh, that's funny.
Like that.
Buddy. I like that.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go back to the mall.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
let's
Oh
do it.
fuck.
Because
yeah.
I recently took.
We'll
my,
do an on-location pod at the mall.
Yeah.
Oh,
We should
yeah.
live stream in the mall.
We should do it on the back of a Rhino.
We'll get a Sparrow. We'll sit in the mall.
We get a
we'll all
Sparrow
eat
pizza, whole pizza. See if we can finish it.
That's for the Patreon.
That's for the Patreon exclusive
We
content.
go to the mall and see what they say when we ask for a whole pizza from Sbarro.
Yeah.
I took my niece to the mall not too long ago. It wasn't months ago, but I took her.
Which mall?
I don't even remember. The
Good
one
mall.
in, the one in that's funny. Yorktown Mall.
Great mall.
Good mall.
That's
Good
my
mall.
home mall.
That's your home mall.
Yeah,
Hey,
I grew up at that mall.
that is a good mall.
But that is an outdoor mall. Does an outdoor mall
no,
count?
that's
No.
Oak Brook is outdoor.
Oak Brook's outdoor.
Yorkville
Really?
is indoor.
They just
Oh,
added.
shit.
They just added the streets of Yorktown, which is a little outdoor add-on, but it's
Holy
a mainly indoor
shit.
mall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you see,
Great mall.
up to date on the mall.
That was your mall? That's
My
a
home mall.
Dude,
That-
my
that's a
home
great
mall
home mall.
sucked dick. It was the Louis Joliet Mall.
Oh, yeah, it's
Tyler knows
Juliet.
about it. That place doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
You can talk. They can hear you.
Confirmed.
But
Bad mall.
you know what's big at
Bad mall.
with the 8th grade? Because my niece is in 8th grade. She's
Sure.
around that age. The boba tea.
They love the boba tea.
Everybody flocks to the boba tea.
love
Is another
boba
big.
tea.
That's a new mall.
Something
That
about-
wasn't
we
around
talked
when we
about
were
that.
there.
Something about American teenagers, they love being Japanese.
Yeah,
They do
yeah.
love
They
it.
like. I'm serious. I'm serious.
They all
Everything-
watch anime.
Yes, anime.
My little brother loves Dragon Ball Z.
Anime.
That's my anime theme song. We were doing that the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at the open mic, I was like, like anime, like you like anime music. That's how it sounds.
And you know all the words, which is nice.
No, I'm making it up.
I know.
Believe it or not, I'm making it up.
I'm lying.
That's so funny.
But they love
I do
anime,
love that.
K-pop, boba tea, being awkward, not making eye contact. They love it all, dude.
They all love Funko Pops.
They all want to be.
But it's
Japanese?
not racist to do the voices because it's a cartoon.
Oh,
Hey!
honestly, good loophole. Good loophole.
Great loophole. I can do as many anime noises as I want, and nobody can cancel me for it because it's cartoon.
Yeah, it's not
because
real.
they're not actually. That's fun.
You're like, man, we really got to get a cartoon of black people who like to do that voice too. Let's get a
Boondocks.
Mexican cartoon.
Yeah, the Boondocks says the N-word. Well, I can say it.
I'm doing a cartoon voice.
that is going to be. We should do an anime intro of our podcast, and that's going to be our theme song.
That's actually good.
I would like that.
You know what I was thinking? Because we don't have an intro song, do we?
Well, I actually
just wrote it.
We were recently approached.
We were approached.
for a jingle the other day. Someone asked us to do
we
a
should
jingle.
have people
Someone wants to do a jingle for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was it?
He lives at
Andy?
the Ashbury. Shout out to Andy.
One of
Andy,
these
I don't
guys
remember
on
his
the
last
street.
name.
All right.
But he's like he plays piano and he's written a lot of like goofy
All right, Andy.
jingles.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Right on.
Shout out. This is one of his bits. This is not any of our bits. He does he's on piano. He plays piano on stage and he goes, "This is a little song I wrote, real short song." And he just goes, "Mexican guy on a bike." That's the that's the whole bit. And I die every time he does
Honestly, good bit.
it. Really funny.
No, we should have a couple songs and we should play them and then we should all discuss them to see if like
Oh, like judge which one's
Judge
the
Right.
best.
Live on the
yours,
podcast.
Yours is in the pod.
Live on the podcast. Okay.
Anime
I
one
can
is great, but you're right about the kids. They all want to be Japanese.
They all want to be
My
Japanese.
niece wants to be Japanese.
So what happened with your niece at the mall?
Nothing. I
Boba
mean,
tea.
She
That's what you're
just
saying.
wanted to get the boba tea,
Yeah.
and the line for this fucking boba tea, round the corner.
Yeah.
Well, another thing, if you had
It's the
boba
new
tea,
anti-Ann.
did you,
Yeah,
did
I
you
love,
have,
I
did you
love
have a little
boba
sip
tea.
of the boba
I'm
tea?
Japanese.
I've been ahead of boba tea.
Yeah.
these glasses?
Luca's going. I had
Grew
boba
up in
tea.
Chinatown. I've
You
been
grew-
having
yeah.
boba tea. Tapioca has been in
They
my
put that in your baby bottle. Yeah.
Is that what those black balls are?
tapioca.
Really? I thought tapioca is like pudding.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
Same thing. It's
Really?
just like frozen
But
tapioca.
what is tapioca itself? What is
It's a pudding.
No, but like what? It's a pudding. Those balls are pudding.
No.
Yeah, it's a frozen tapioca. Tapioca is a pudding, and it's frozen.
But what makes
The
tapioca
balls
a
are like
tapioca?
cold, so they're hard. Huh?
What makes a tapioca? Like what is it? Like
I'm not a fucking souffle
We'll
chef
look it
or
up,
something.
bud. Souffle chef. Yeah, okay.
I'm really messing up words lately.
dude, I've
Um,
been fucking up words too.
But the boba tea place, it's like 5 different ingredients. They got like a green tea flavor, raspberry.
Well, I don't like
Millions. No, they have
There's
a million.
9,000 different combinations though.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think
But
we
it's
said-
all the
I
same
literally-
5 ingredients.
I prefer the smoothie with the tapioca.
I think we talked about this last week, did we?
No.
I think we did.
No,
I
I
think we
don't
brought
think
it up.
so.
We did.
pod?
Yeah, I think we did. No,
Boba
You
tea?
doing another pot on the side?
We have never mentioned boba tea on this pod.
really?
No.
Huh.
But
All
these,
right.
you know, these
No, the boba tea. What is Toro? That's a flavor. What the fuck is that?
fucking
bowl.
Japanese shit. I don't know. It's Hello
Toro.
Kitty. Toro. I think it's a character. There's like a big.
Right, it's a singing boba
What's
tea.
the big? It's like a. They're all the Japanese characters. They're all like a big animal that's undefined. It's like what is
Yeah.
that? Is it
What's
a
a
rabbit? Is it a
Snorlax?
yeah. Is it
Yeah.
a rabbit? Is it a bear?
yeah.
Is it a hamster? Is it
Yeah.
a dog? I don't know what the fuck that is. It's a lot of. Post some pictures of
Well,
the shit I'm talking about.
But
But
yeah,
Hello
kids,
Kitty. Hello Kitty.
They
is-
love
is-
the boba
is a
tea.
cat.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it got to.
Cool.
They want to be Japanese.
Yeah, they do.
I guess we were like that too, though. I loved Pokemon.
Pokemon was huge.
Pokemon ripped.
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
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 I wanted to catch them all. You're telling me
Yeah.
you didn't want to catch them all?
I was
You like
excited.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, I loved Yu-Gi-Oh, dude.
Pokemon was the superior one.
Yeah,
for
Pokemon
sure.
was cool.
I got more into the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I never played the card game of Pokemon, but like Yu-Gi-Oh card game, I like. At least I thought I knew how
Did
to
you have
play
the thing on your arm?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, come
I had
on.
the fucking
You know what I'm
thing.
talking about?
Dude, I grew. No, this is old school. Growing up in Chinatown, so I felt like I was ahead of all those trends. Like
For
I
sure.
knew all the Asian kids in my neighborhood. They knew about that stuff before. But Beyblade. Remember Beyblade?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
So
yeah.
we would meet in the alleyway of my Chinese
That's like a
neighbor's
Beyblade
house.
commercial.
Yeah, we'd meet in the alleyway, and like my friend Tony, not his real name. His real name was like, Yang or something. But that was his American name. He would get his mom's
Walk.
big walk,
You told
like
us
the
this, yeah.
biggest walk, and we'd rip
Rip a
Beyblades.
Beyblade.
It was all about the cord. Whoever had the longest cord, because it got more
Yeah.
momentum.
Right.
Huh.
And we'd fight. We would.
Did you ever play Bakugan?
No, Bakugan was a little past my time.
Really? Yeah. I
But it looked dumb.
it was stupid. You have like a magnetic card and you roll this thing onto it and it opens up. Dude, it sucked.
Oh, dude, I gotta find.
I stomped on a kid's Bakugan one time and he fucking cried.
So my dad, one of the I guess this all circles back because we used to part of our mall trips, me and my dad, that's how we'd bond. We'd go to the mall and we'd go see a movie. So we'd go see a movie, then we'd walk around the mall
Yeah.
or vice versa. And he took me to see the Pokemon movie once. And my dad, he used to take me, he'd be working the day before, he'd take me to the movie and he'd sleep during the kids.
Oh, yeah, same with my dad.
So
Yeah,
we'd
yeah.
sleep, and he took me to the Pokemon movie, and he walked out, he goes, what the fuck was that? he goes, I couldn't even fucking
even go to
sleep during that movie. He didn't swear. He's like, I couldn't even sleep there. He goes, he's doing the voices in the car, and he's like so aggravated.
That's hilarious.
And he would talk about it for months afterwards. He goes, oh my God. Anytime I'd be like, oh, I want to see this movie. He's like, I ain't going to be like the fucking Pokemon movie, screaming. So then the Yu-Gi-Oh
That's
movie
lit.
comes out.
Oh, no.
Yu-Gi-Oh movie comes out, and my kid brain, I go, Dad, it ain't gonna be the same. I go, I go, they don't make the noises.
Yeah.
I go, they're just talking.
They're dragons.
And so my dad takes me to the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, and he comes out of the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. He goes, "That was fucking worse than the Pokemon movie." He goes, "They were screaming." He goes, "They were screaming at the top of their
That's
lungs."
hilarious.
Oh, that's so funny.
Let's go to Sparrow.
Exodia!
Let's go.
I choose you. Fuck, he's trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I like how he goes to the movie. He's like, I couldn't fucking sleep.
I wish we watched Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Yeah. Get a good couple hours in.
Yeah, well, you take him to the silent film if he wants to sleep.
That's funny.
Yeah, so Pokemon movie, no. But I remember I used to like those movies because you got the card. The Pokemon movie, you go in, they'd give you like a special card because you didn't get it.
No, did you ever go to the what the fuck, the Lego movies?
No.
Like
No,
no, but
you-
it's like
That shit, you're like showing your age. You're a little bit younger than us,
Yeah.
so I think that was like all before. Like that was past my like
yeah, you were
childhood.
in college.
But
at
like
the time.
those, they
Like,
made
yeah, let's go see the Lego movie, everybody. Come on.
They made with Legos though, right?
They
Yeah,
made, everything is awesome.
yeah,
It was
I
like
think
stop
it.
motion. With
Me and
Legos.
Enzo went to go
Did
see.
you ever play the games? The Lego Star Wars, Lego whatever.
I had little Lego
this?
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Me and Enzo, that was the last. Me and Enzo, we were like, let's go see the Lego Batman movie. We were like,
Yeah.
adults,
Yeah.
and it came out, and we went to see the Lego Batman movie, dude, and we just felt like total pedophiles. I mean, we were like in the theater with a bunch of kids, and their parents, and we're grown men watching the Lego Batman movie.
It'd be funny if it was
We walked out of
if
shame.
it was just.
I bet.
Oh, dude, what's the last movie you walked? Is that the last movie you walked out of?
We didn't. We stayed and watched the whole movie.
Oh, wait, didn't you say you walked out?
At the
No,
end,
we just felt ashamed. At the
Oh,
end, we
oh,
felt
yeah.
sad.
ashamed.
Have you walked?
I've never
out
walked
of
out of a
You've
movie.
never
No,
walked
I
out
don't
of a
walk. I have this problem. Even if I'm watching it at home, no matter how bad it is, I'll
turn
give
it
a
off if it's
chance
at
till
home.
the end.
That's
Really?
It's a
crazy.
problem. That's why I really won't start a movie unless I have a strong recommendation or I think it's gonna be really good because I can't turn it off. Very few movies have I turned
That
off.
should be your New Year's resolution. Why didn't you say
Is to
that?
give up on stuff.
Give up on movies.
Just give up. Period.
Same thing of a book,
decide.
anything. If I
How's
hate
the
it,
piano
I'm
going?
going.
You
Maybe
still
they're
doing
gonna
it?
pull
Oh
it
yeah, are you
together.
still doing the piano?
Oh, dude, I'm getting pretty good.
You might be in the running for the podcast.
Oh,
too.
you guys, I'm
Dude,
working up a jingle.
Can you do something like that?
No.
All right, we gotta wrap this thing up.
How long have we been going?
He just gave us the hour flash.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Buddy.
Does anyone have any final thoughts, Tyler, for the podcast? Anything you want to tell our
I think
7
let's
viewers?
all before next pod. Let's all go to a mall and check in. See,
I think we dissected them all.
Bring it. I know, but I want to. Now that we talked about, it, I want to go back.
We should go and I'll go to Lids, take a picture.
Yeah. I actually like. I go to Lids.
We'll go to.
Not,
of course,
not ironically.
Of course.
When I used to wear hats,
we'll go to Sparrow, get a pizza.
I used to hate Lids.
Really? Why?
I don't wear hats.
Oh well, that makes sense.
Unless they're cowboy hats.
They don't even have cowboy hats, do they?
No, that's why I didn't like it.
Oh fuck.
All right, Tom, you say something.
Yeah, we should go to the mall. Get a whole pizza from Sbarro.
I'm like, man, we got to wrap up this podcast. I realized I just have a headache because I haven't had my glasses on for an hour. My prescription glasses.
That's our pod, guys. Real quick plug. I'll be at Zany's March 27th.
Oh, yes, the
Headlining, and the boys are on the show.
Yes.
It'll be a blast. Come out.
Come on, get tickets. It's probably going to sell out any day, so get them now, right?
Yeah, please get them. And
Get 'em
next
now.
week we should do we should try and film an official promo on the pod.
But for
we'll
now-
do like a more. Right now, we'll
What's
just
the
plug
date?
it. March 27th. It's a Monday night.
Get your tickets
Come on,
right
we're
now.
selling out.
Zanies.
It'll be a blast, guys. That's Nonna's basement. Auntie Julie,
See you,
keep doing you.
See you next week.
Take it easy, guys.